Hey everyone, here's Love back with I Am Love. We are here to give you another awesome, heartfelt evening of emotional wellness with my darling girl, Darinisha. I'm not going to tell you anything about her. I'm going to let her tell you for herself. So take it away.
Well, alrighty. So I'm Darinisha Williams. I am a school psychologist, and I'm just here to help you with your mindset today. So mindset is very important. It's how we think, and guess what? How you think affects how you feel inside. And so today I'm wearing my workout clothes, and I have my wonderful headband on because guess what? I am in a game called life. Okay. And I'm going to win. I am ready to win. Because guess what? Life brings us obstacles. Life makes us run races. And I refuse to give up and I refuse to stop. And I'm going to finish my race. Okay. And I am in it to achieve all of my goals. And I will slam dunk every single opponent that gets in my way. So, today we're talking about mindset and how mindset is it affects everything that you do and it affects how you feel and it affects everything a part of your life. So mindset is established, it's a established attitude held by someone. So what does your mindset look like in your life? I've learned in order to have a mindset of a champion that you need to be open to new things and different things in life. And guess what? In order to have a mindset like a champion, you need to think like a champion. And in our life is like a game, just like I said. And you need to play like the number one player and have that type of mindset. So, having a growth mindset will get you where you want to be in life, not having a fixed mindset. And so, what is the difference between a growth and a fixed mindset? I can tell you that today we're only talking about growth, but I'll tell you the difference. So, a fixed mindset is a person that's just set in their ways. They feel like, okay, I feel like I'm perfect. I'm good in this area and I don't need any improvement. But a growth mindset person, they accept feedback. They may not be the smartest person, but they accept feedback. And guess what? They're going to grow because of that feedback and they're going to get better and better and better and better. It is a process for a growth mindset. But a lot of people with a growth mindset, they surpass that person with a fixed mindset, even if the fixed mindset is quote unquote smarter or quote unquote on top. Just simply because with your growth mindset, you're excelling every single day to get better. So, my question is, are people born smart? Hmm.
That's a good question. That's a loaded question. I know a lot of smart asses, but
And I think
that's a good one.
a lot of people want to know. And so I do intelligence tests. I administer intelligence tests all of the time, right? And so I can tell you, I could probably administer one to anyone and say, hey, you're in the average range, right? And so with my students, you could be in the average range, but what are you doing in class to just stay on top of your work? How are you performing in class? Because you can score average within my intelligence test and still fail almost all of your classes because you're not putting in the work.
Ooh, I'd like to put a few of my kids through that test. Can I get a copy?
Right?
Hey, do you want to check this test? Just gonna see your aptitude for how intelligent you are. And yeah, they'll all do it thinking they're gonna be the best. And then I can be like, aha, now I know you can do better in your classes.
What will you do better? What are you doing? Right? And that happens to so many people. I want to give a good example. So, Beethoven. So, if people don't know Beethoven, he's this wonderful composer, right? And so, his teacher said that he was going to be a hopeless composer,
A what?
a hopeless composer.
Hopeless.
Yes.
That's
No
quite a
skills.
word. That's really the word
Exactly.
they used?
Exactly.
Hopeless?
Hopeless. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
No
Poor
skills.
Beethoven.
Poor
No
Beethoven.
skills? What?
And
I
Mr.
need more.
Mr. Beethoven has made so many great,
Yeah.
and that's everywhere, especially now. That's every single where. I grew up with that song. I was playing that song in music class. So,
Right, right, right.
and that composer, his teacher said he was hopeless.
What?
Yes. But with hard work and
Hmm.
dedication, he proved
Oh,
them
I see
wrong.
where you're going. Yeah.
Them wrong. He proved them wrong. So let's just get into more people that have proved their teachers wrong or their mentors wrong.
Hmm.
Einstein, his teacher said that he was academically subnormal. That's the nicest way I've heard it been said, but that's still not right. Academically subnormal. So basically, he was saying it, he couldn't learn. Yes,
Wow.
academically subnormal. So he was not normal with all of the rest of the students.
Yeah.
And I mean Einstein.
Yeah.
Einstein.
Wow.
He proved that teacher wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing man. Einstein. And let me just go further into with my theme, Michael Jordan.
Hmm. My
Michael,
man, Michael Jordan.
I want to
Cannot
be
say anything wrong by him. He is my dream team. He is such an idol to me. I've read his story. I'm a Chicago girl. I was part of I just followed him my entire life, my child. Like, I love everything about this man. He's awesome.
exactly. Michael Jordan is so amazing. He's an amazing man that has done so much more than just basketball.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
much more. An entrepreneur. He has
Yeah.
given money. Michael Jordan is amazing. But I mean, his coach said he was not as
Mediocre. Yeah.
talented than the other people on the team. And guess
Hmm.
what? That pushed him. That pushed him to be the best.
Hmm.
He wasn't accepting it. He said, "Okay, you don't think I'm more talented? You don't think so?" I mean, and Michael Jordan has been the best of all time. I mean, he's he still has records that need to be broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Right.
it's so amazing to see how it can people when they say, "Hey, you can't do something," how our mindset clicks,
I
right?
know it is for me. Yeah.
We already had that mindset of a drive, right? We already had that drive in us. But when someone tells us you can do something,
Right.
your
Watch
mind,
out.
your mind is just go time because you're saying, "Hey, I'm not just trying to prove you wrong, but
Hmm.
I know what I can do myself. I know
Hmm.
what I can achieve and I know what I want in life. So I'm going to make this happen." And you can just sit on the sidelines.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan's coach was like, "Man, I should have played him his freshman year.
Hmm. Hmm.
I should have played him more."
Yeah.
But he took time. He studied the game. He studied the game. And he made himself a person where people looked up to, not just in the field of basketball, but in the field of life.
Yeah.
Then when we get to, I love this Walt Disney.
Ooh, another great one. The dreamer in me loves him.
Exactly. I love Disney. I love Disney. I'm so happy I live here in California.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
I love Disney. And so he was told he lacked creative imagination.
You-
I know.
oh, wow.
I know. I I'm just the messenger.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
right?
couldn't believe it myself when I did my research on this. He's the most creative man I know.
That's right. That's right. Wow. Imagine that.
He lacked creative imagination. That's what he was told. And look what we have today. We have Disney is a wonderful. I love Disney. I watch it with my daughter all the time. And
Mhm,
then not only do we have the Disney Channel,
mhm.
we have Disney World, we have Disneyland, we have all these different shirts from Disney. Disney works with almost everyone.
Yeah.
The princesses alone, that's so creative to me. And so all of these other things in Disney, and I'm like, wow, they say he lacked creativity.
Mhm. Wow.
So it's all about your mind. His
Mhm,
mind took him to a place where no one else could imagine, and
mm,
brought that place to us.
mhm,
He brought it to us on this earth, brought it from his mind and took it to a whole new level.
mhm,
And that is so amazing. And his mindset did that for him. How he just rearranged his mindset and say, hey, I'm going to make this happen.
mhm,
And that's how we all need to be. We all need to follow that drive inside,
mm,
push out the negativity, because there are going to be a lot of people on the sidelines telling you, hey, you can't do that.
mhm,
No one's ever done that. Why would you try to do that?
mhm.
But you can't listen to that voice. You can't listen to those people, because guess what? Those people, they don't have the mindset you have.
Mhm,
Because if they did, they will be running the race with you.
mhm,
But they're on the sidelines. So just let them stay on the sidelines and you keep going. You keep trucking.
mhm,
So these people that I named are amazing. So why can't we do the same thing?
mm,
They were born,
mhm,
grew up, and a lot of them did not grow up rich.
mhm,
So why can't we do the same thing and impact the world just like they did?
mm.
Just like they did. So many people think achievement comes from effortlessness, but it takes so much effort to achieve. You don't have to be talented. You don't have to be the person that's the top of the class.
Right.
You can be just like, I know one of my professors said, a C student,
Mhm,
all C students work really hard, right?
mhm,
Says when we have the people that are at the top of the class,
mhm,
that, well, they're always at the top of the class, but you don't see as much effort. So when it comes time for them, when they have a hard time, they don't know how to maneuver around it because they're
mm.
used to being at the top of the class. But a C student,
Yeah, yep,
C
has
student
had to be resourceful.
had to. You
Has
have
had
to
to
be.
learn. I'm that girl. Has had to learn how to hustle
Yeah,
for the muscle. How
right.
much time do I got? Done. Yeah, I get it.
So
I
when
get
you're
it.
you're not at the top and you want to be there,
Mhm.
trying to, and not even just trying to get to where that person is, you're trying to get to your best, and you're trying to surpass, and
Right.
you're trying to do the best of your abilities. So not
Right.
even saying that this is a contest, but it's just saying you're getting to the what you know you can do
Yeah.
and surpass it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I say, I'm going to name a name such as Kobe Bryant.
Mm.
And everyone
That's
in
just,
LA, everyone in LA,
yeah.
well, and surpassed LA, loved Kobe Bryant. Amazing man, amazing family man.
Mhm.
And his mindset, I watched a couple of his interviews, and his mindset was, I wanted to be the best. So, in order to be the best, he reached out to people from other sports that were the best to see how
Mm,
they did things, to see
mm,
what their mindsets were. And again, like our earlier person, Michael Jordan, one of his mentors,
mhm.
a person he reached out to, one of his friends. And it was so funny when I saw Michael Jordan speak uh,
Mhm.
memorial, and he said Kobe used to call me all the time. He said he got on my nerves, but you could see that drive in him. So
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure that that is, the key to the seeker is one that, yeah, goes after knowledge. And he was just that.
exactly, he went after knowledge. He went after a person that he knew, someone he looked up to, and a person that he knew has changed the game. And he's like, I want to do the same thing. So let me contact you. And he said
Right,
he to contact him not at normal times of the night.
right. Hmm.
Anytime he thought of something, he would say, Hey,
Yeah,
how's your foot when you do that dunk? Or how is your movement when you do just things other people wouldn't think about?
right.
So amazing. And guess what? I mean, his accolades were he's won 5 NBA. He was 5 NBA championships, 18 time all-time star player, 15-time member of the all-time team, 12-time member of the all defensive team.
Wow.
I mean, and the list goes on. The list goes on. And I'm like, wow, 18 time, 12 time, 15 time.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
It is.
It inspires me so much because, like you said at the beginning of, your talk, anyone can be great.
Exactly.
Anyone. And these people that you spoke about, Beethoven, Einstein, Michael Jordan. I love that these Kobe Bryant, they're all pulled in the same cat. Walt Disney, right?
Yes.
They all were no one at some point.
Yeah.
They decided to be great. And because they decided to be great, they put themselves in alignment with everything they needed to do, which meant seek knowledge.
Exactly.
And they held themselves in that vibration of being knowing that they were going to be great.
Exactly.
And they are. And they
Exactly.
are. Yeah, that's very powerful.
It is. And it's powerful to know the stories of these wonderful men and to just hear, wow, how people just really didn't acknowledge their greatness
Hmm. Hmm.
and did not believe in them at all.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden, they've impacted the entire world.
Hmm.
World. Not just the United States, but the entire world.
Hmm.
That's so amazing because what's stopping us from doing what they did? And
Yeah.
it's our mind. It's our mindset.
Hmm.
If you don't have the mindset to go and do it, to go and get it, to be persistent every single day.
Right. Right. And that's
If
just
you
it.
don't have that mindset,
Hmm. Yeah. You got to put yourself in the action of that being. You've got to be committed to being great. And with the mindset that I'm human and
exactly.
humans learn by failing.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean you're not great.
Exactly.
It makes you brave for going after it. And
It
if
does.
you allow yourself, like what you said at the very beginning, if you allow yourself to be in that mindset of feedback helps us grow, then you'll learn from that failure, collect the data that you need, and
Exactly.
go,
And go
expand, rise.
and go
Yeah.
for it and
Hmm.
rise as a person because when you learn those lessons from failing,
Hmm. Hmm.
that's the part of your growth. Because
That's
guess
right.
what? If you learned, you're not gonna
Yeah.
make that same mistake anymore.
And what makes you great is having that place of knowing.
Exactly.
And if you're the only one that knows it, then you're really great.
Exactly.
However, if you decide to show it and teach it, boy, that
Exactly.
becomes a gift.
It
That
becomes
becomes a gift.
amazing. It becomes amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to tell you about how I changed my mindset.
Okay.
So, everyone doesn't know I am from the Bible Belt. So, I am from Mississippi, born and raised. Like, I'm a real country girl that came to a city.
Wow.
That came to a city. And so, my journey to Los Angeles was not the most positive journey because
Mm,
I didn't have everyone by my side telling me I needed to go.
mm,
Even though I was furthering my education, I just graduated from undergrad and
mhm,
I accepted into graduate school in
mhm.
California, which is it's a
That
celebration.
must have took some greatness. That
Exactly.
must have took some greatness. You made a decision.
Exactly. That
Oh, you
took
just giving me chills. I feel your power. Yeah. Come on.
took
I want to hear
so
more.
much so much persistence to make that happen. And so once I got accepted, I'm like, I got accepted. I've never been to California. And I was so excited. And everyone in my family is telling me, don't go. It's too far. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I said, what? Are you kidding me? Don't go. And so I had everyone, even the church I went to, they said, no, don't go. People in California, they're different. It's different there. It's more temptation there. And I'm like, but I want to go because I want to further myself in my career. I want to be a psychologist and I want to impact lives of children.
Hmm.
But again, I had so much negative feedback. And so I did everything, completed everything to go. And at 1 second, I decided, maybe I'll give in and not go. And I received a call from one of my college friends, and I was like, I don't know, I'm having doubts. Everyone's telling me not to go. And he said, no, you're inspirational. He's like, everything that you've done is inspirational. You have to go because you're giving all of us hope. And I said, you're right. I said, I can't let these people stop me. I said, it doesn't matter if it's my family members, doesn't matter who it is. I can't let them stop me from being great because I know this is my calling. I have to go. And so I want to say 2 days before my first class started, I had
Mm,
no money, right? No money. And I received a check from financial aid from funding 2 days before. And I booked my plane ticket and my mom went with me and I went. And
mm.
I started Cal State LA. And I went through those were the hardest 3 years. So hard for me just because it was the first time I was away from home.
Mhm.
And I cried many nights, but I was not going to give up
Mm.
because I had something to prove. And I had something to not just to prove to myself, but I had to show my family it's possible to leave. It's possible to go out and seek your dreams and become successful.
Aw.
And that's what I did. I know I've cried too.
I'd kiss you. I'd hug you. I'd hug you if you were here. I feel you.
You have to. You just have to take that leap of faith. You have to believe in yourself because if
Mhm.
you don't, who else will?
And there's so many reasons why you shouldn't, because there's many people that decide not to be great.
Exactly.
And I don't think they do it on purpose.
No,
They just don't get in the mindset.
exactly. They're
And
scared.
so in a pool of, people, there's not many that really decide to be great anymore. They let
Exactly.
everybody else be great, and then they have reasons why they're the victims.
Exactly.
So when someone rises out of that and survives that because they decide to get that mindset straight,
Exactly.
things like your story happen. And your story is just starting
It
because
just started.
now that you have this fuel and these ingredients, Not only are you going to inspire people like me and those of our community, but you're going to be able to turn around and look right in the eye to those from your community, to those that you see because of your lens, and pull them up, and share with them what mindset's about, for goodness sake, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And that's what I wanted to do. And every time, I know one time I called my mom. I was crying, and I said, I just want to come home, but I can't come home. And she said, I wouldn't, and she told me, I wouldn't think less of you. And I said, but I would think less of myself.
Mm.
And I have to finish. And when I tell you, I'm so proud, and
Mhm.
my mom was so proud of me that I finished. And
Right?
I am right now. I know I'm crying right now.
Well, thank goodness you have glasses on. I'm like, why don't I have a pair on? Girl, you're going to make my eyelashes fall off. I
and
just put some new ones on.
and I need to get some.
Walmart, girl, Walmart. It's what you got to do during these times.
I know.
Curbside pickup.
Miss my lash lady.
Me too. Me
I'm
too.
so mad at the thing. But it was that moment in my life. I know I needed that to happen to me because
Mhm.
I have never been so resilient. I have never had to be on by myself that long period of time. I have a twin brother, fun fact. So I've
That
always,
is a fun fact.
yeah, fun fact. I have a twin brother.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a fun fact. Good.
So I've always been with someone all of my life. We went to college together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we went to college together. And so once I didn't have that person beside me, I had to learn how to walk alone, but I needed to. And I feel like I was purposed to go so far away to learn how to do things by myself and not just lean on my mom or lean on my brother or lean on my
Well,
members.
and this is such a great tribute for anyone that's listening that has someone that is a senior in high school
Yeah.
or college thinking of going on. And the way that our times are right now, it's really providing, this isolation and reclusiveness, which is, in my opinion, feeding that limitation of what we can do. So I know personally for my daughter, who is a senior, she was accepted to a school in LA and then accepted to a university in Kansas. And I, even as a mom, was like, well, maybe we should just stay home considering what's going on. And I
Yeah.
had to stop and be like, oh, hell no.
Yeah,
No, no, no. You're going. Like, we're not going to let anything get in your way. Go be great.
exactly.
Go for it all in. And if it doesn't, work out and you decide this isn't for me, try something new.
Exactly.
But go.
Go.
Go figure it out. Go be you, not with me next to you, not with your family, not with your comfort zones. Get out of it, get a little uncomfortable. Go figure some stuff out, right?
Exactly.
It's really powerful.
When you're uncomfortable, those are the best spaces
Yeah.
because you learn in those moments when you're uncomfortable.
Hmm.
I was I was so when I moved here, it was such a new culture. It
Hmm.
was new. I didn't know how to ride the bus. I was like, "What's
I
going
feel you. I was riding the bus too from Chicago. I was like, what is going on? We got on the freeway at one point.
I know.
Bus flying away.
It's scary getting on the freeway." I was like, "Oh my
I'm
god."
on the wrong bus. I'm going to be lost. I feel you, girl. I feel you. We might have been on the same bus.
We probably were. I was on the bus like, "What is going?" And you know what? I learned the metro system. I missed
Mhm.
stops. I passed my school. Like I
Right.
and but that was so great for me because guess what? When I passed my school and I was late for class, I passed it again.
Right? Yeah. And I'm that visual experience learner too. Like, throw me in the water. I'll figure out how to swim. because otherwise, what's the option, right? So yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's a great testimonial to mindset. Like, fear is sometimes our greatest triumph and greatest wall to break down. But conquering it enough times and allowing that feedback to come from the fear, being in that space of receiving that feedback can really help us gain confidence so
Exactly.
that we're not afraid to try things, even if we fail, because we know we can get up. We
Mm,
know we can rise. We'll know we'll figure it out. We learn some things from failure. Failure is a great experience, in my opinion.
exactly. It's the best experience because guess what? When you're used to failing, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
just do it again. I,
I'm confident in failing. I passed that class with an A.
I'm going to
Yeah.
succeed. I'm going to succeed because I can. My last year of school, I did not pass my praxis test, right? And you have to pass it to graduate, and of course, to be a psychologist.
Mhm.
But I didn't pass it by like 3 points.
Oh, shoot.
And so, guess what? I looked at
What a
it
test.
and I got excited. I was like, oh, I didn't pass it by 3 points. And I told my teacher, that means the next time I'm going to pass it.
Yes, girl. Yes.
So I
Good.
the next time, and I
Mhm.
I passed it. I made a perfect score.
Yeah.
So I was so
Yeah.
excited about failing because I'm like, oh, I only failed by 3 points. I got
Right.
this next time. So I
Right.
cracked open that book. I studied a little bit more.
Mhm.
I looked at the areas that I needed to work on, and I did it.
Yeah. And you did it.
And I did it.
And that's the greatest salvation from
Yeah.
failure is when you get back up and you get back on it. And then you succeed. You get that A. You get
Exactly.
that acceptance. You
Exactly.
receive the reward. And I think one of the greatest failures in life is when we look at all the end results of the people that are succeeding, and in our mindset, we allow ourselves to be like, oh, they make that effortless, and how did they get that, or how did that happen, or why is that not happen to me? And right. But when you seek the knowledge, the truth of what their story really was, and you learn things like Walt Disney wasn't creative. What?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was mediocre. Huh? Beethoven? Wait, what did we call him? What did they say about Beethoven?
They said that he wasn't gonna. She said that
Hopeless.
hopeless,
Hopeless. Jeez.
hopeless composer. I was trying to think of the exact word.
I
Hopeless.
mean, yeah, and that's just it. It's like, thank God people like that paved the way for those of us that seek greatness
Exactly.
because they inspire me so much. And it helps me see that beautiful light in, I want to say people, but I wouldn't even call you a person,
Oh,
a soul, a light worker,
thank
a
you.
gem, a gift, an entity that, expands and uprises because you chose to, because you chose to learn, you chose to grow. Gosh, yes, mindset.
Mindset. That's exactly how it works. There's nothing to it. But just do it.
AKA Michael Jordan, AKA Nike.
Do it. Nike. And those small little slogans, just do it. They mean so much.
Yeah,
Just put yourself out there. Okay, you mess up. Everyone messes up.
everyone.
Everyone. The people on top can tell you how many times they messed up, but they're on
Hmm.
top and they
Hmm.
have their own story to tell. And like you said, no one ever looks at the backstory,
Mm-mm.
right? No one looks at what happened. Everyone always looks at the position you are now.
Hmm.
And that's why I share my story because I want people to know, hey, I'm not perfect.
Right. Yes.
I'm not perfect. I came from a place where I had to learn how to be independent by myself.
Right.
And that's why I want to inspire people to let them know, hey, you can go and do things you've never done before,
Mhm.
never, and come out victorious. Don't think about the money. Don't think, and because it was so crazy that I had not a dime in
Mhm.
2 days before I was supposed to go. My financial aid kicked in, and I'm like, you know what?
Done.
We're going. We're going.
Well, and that's just it. I'm a believer that once you make a decision
Exactly.
and using your words, get in that mindset, right?
Exactly.
You really tend to put all of your cards in alignment.
Yeah.
And once you stand in that alignment, that place of knowing, believing, faith, you attract everything you need. And just like you experienced, it comes right to you.
Comes to you.
And it makes it just impossible to not say yes,
Exactly.
to not
Exactly.
experience it, to not receive it. It's like, well,
Exactly.
I have to now. I got no reasons why I can't,
Exactly.
because you changed your mindset to look at all the reasons why you should.
Exactly. Exactly.
Powerful. Super cool. Look at you. Shiner. You're a shiner.
You too.
Mirror reflection, they say, right?
Exactly.
Reflection. Super cool. Well, where do you teach at? Or I should say, where are you a school psychologist at?
So I work for in San Clemente at a school called Lobo. So I'm in
Very,
Orange County. Orange County, yeah, it was a drive before before the social
I
distancing.
yeah. So you're appreciating this now?
Appreciated it.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. And what would you say to some of your kids out there, some of your parents? Like, how do you influence and use this knowledge to mold and morph some of the mindsets of your kids?
I do. And you know what? That's one of my main goals. Um, I always try to put inside my kids' minds, because I call them my kids. I put in their
Of
mind
course.
that you can do it regardless. Because most of my students have disabilities. And I
Mm,
said, yeah, you have a disability.
so what?
That that's not going to stop you. You're in classes with the other students that don't have disabilities, and you're making it happen. Yes, you do need extra support, but guess what? You're turning in your paper just like they are.
Mm-hmm.
Put in their minds that they can do anything. Anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. Anything is possible. And side note for me, I have ADHD non-hyperactive.
Mm-hmm.
It's more with my attention and focus. I've
Mm-hmm.
always had it all of my life, and minor anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been able to center myself,
Mm-hmm.
been able to just think positive about the outcomes of my life. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the experiences that I've had, I share with my kids. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot and when I was with high school, I was teaching, well, not teaching, but a psychologist for high school. I would share my life experiences with them. And some of them would be like, whoa, how can you go through that and still be victorious? And I said, because I believe in myself, and I'm not going to let an obstacle get in my way of what I
That's
want
right.
in life.
Yes. Yes. My son has Asperger's. He's high
Mhm.
functioning autism, and our most of his life he was in supports and therapy, all to teach him different things like reading body language and social communications and sensitivity. I mean, depending on what the season was and how he was changing and growing, we were adjusting his therapeutic supports. And we went through a phase of life where he just hated me because I was always, trying to, be the enforcer. Like, we got to go to therapy. We got to do this. He's like, oh, I hate, he just wanted to be a kid. And then I had, the polar opposite of people forcing me to restrict him because he had something that he needed support with. And I refused. I'm like, no, he's going to live a normal life. Like, there's
Exactly.
no reason why he can't. I'm not going to crush some of the greatest qualities he has, because when he's an adult, some of
Mm-hmm.
these qualities are going to be outstanding.
Exactly.
So it was a fine line to walk as a parent, and to support him. Well, what I can tell you now, I am so happy to see my son as a young adult thriving and killing it in the
Killing it.
sales world, and killing it as a creative entrepreneur, and killing it as a human being in a relationship, because now he's using all of his tools. And sometimes I will text him and I'll be like, I need some help. I need some advice. And I'd be like, Mom, okay, you need to be honest, and here's what you need to do. And here's how, as far as like, what should I do with your sister? What should I do with this? Or how should I handle this? And I sit back and I'm like, huh.
He's learned it. He's learned those
Yeah.
skills.
And
We
he
need
has
some.
a mindset like you shared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to turn my paper in. I'm still going to pass. Nothing is going to stop me.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
being part of my day and sharing with you, my story, and hearing you share your story with me in regards to this beautiful emotional wellness and topic tonight called mindset. Boy, I had no idea I was going to unfold all of this with you tonight. It's such a wonderful experience to be in right now. I'm not going to say it's had, because I'm going to be in this for a while, and I know I'm going to take this with me into tomorrow, and for a long time, maybe always. So thank you so
Thank you.
much for being that thumbprint on my heart space and in all of ours. Um, you're remarkable. Thank you.
Thank you. You are too.
Well, here's a little secret that I'm starting to spread with I Am Love. It's people just like you living in purpose that have made a decision to change the way they think so that they can be great. And then when they've discovered how to do that, they turn around, hold someone's hand, and help them do it too. I'm so grateful that you have decided to be part of our community at I Am Love. I'm so grateful that you are who you are and sharing who you are, because this is a perfect example of what we do at I Am Love. And our goal here is to share this wellness, to share these gifts with everyone in our communities, especially those that need it the most. And we all know we all need it the most.
Yeah.
So thank you for being great.
Thank you.
And I have one question.
Yeah.
If someone wanted to reach out and speak to you personally and connect with you more, how would they do that? Are you comfortable with reaching out and having that communication with some of our members and community?
Of course, of course. I am. I'm comfortable with it. I know I put my email up on the last post about the resources for anxiety. Um,
Okay.
and also, someone can just put in the group or chat or whatever. However you want to reach me, you can reach me through email. However you want to get to me, you can. And I'm open to talk to anyone because this is what I do. This is what I love to do. I love talking to people. I love inspiring, and I love just having a connection with people. So
Absolutely. All right. Well, keep doing what you do. Um, thank you just doesn't feel enough. So I'm just going to beam light to you. Just know you're awesome. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight and sharing this heartfelt chat with my girl, Darinisha, and everyone here at I Am Love. Just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful night, and please change your mindset, because it's time you join us. Let's all be great together. All right, everyone. See you next time. Peace.
bye.
Bye, girl.